come on here and just say something in my pattern recognition skills that changes my day every single day and has made me such a better trader. I come from a gaming background. I've been gaming since I was 5 years old. I'm 36 now. And the biggest part of gaming is pattern recognition. In games, patterns occur over and over and over again. It's about 80% of what the game is, followed by 10% reflexes and 10% execution. And it happens like that again and again. And I wanted to just come here and slow down and simplify what I see, because there are times in the market where it is extremely easy to trade versus playing this choppier style in the afternoon, which goes up and down and up and down. We use so many techniques that are so great, but the market at some point in time in the day just goes, yo, what's up? No, relax. Check this out. Boom. You're talking about $300 to 306. We've been doing this every single day. $300 to 306. We come down here to $300. We shoot all the way up to 306. And that's your safe play. That's your safe play for 1 hour. This is the 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock hour. But even better, if you wanted a massive juggernaut of a move, 11 o'clock to noon, we wick up here at 307, which is, like I say, wicks or spikes, which is why I don't count them. I count where these line up, which is around the 306.20. So spikes up here, comes back down, lines up, and then you have a enormous body of the candle, 294 to 306. So we're talking about $10 right there. But it comes all the way down here to 292.29. Okay, then you switch over to the 12 o'clock hour, and 12 o'clock pushes back up, gets choppy in the afternoon, smaller trades, smaller moves. But the afternoon time, the price action gets lower, which is why I get out by noon, usually. We're going to go over to another day, and I want to show you that this just kept happening. It kept happening. Come down to 300, and we'd shoot up. Almost 306, didn't quite make it. 306 sitting right here. Okay, starts to fall down. This is a slower day. And as you can see, really choppy in the afternoon. So I get out, after the 11 o'clock trades. 11 o'clock comes all the way up here, pushes all the way down. But then we go over to the next day and you start to see the pattern forming. Now we're a little bit higher. We don't come down to the 300 this time. But this time we come back to the 306. Boom. Blows through that. Gets choppy. Comes on back down to the 306. Comes all the way back down to this exact same area from the past day, which is why 300 is my floor. Comes down to 300. We go to the next day. Goes back up, stays around that same 301 area, goes all the way back up, explodes through. Okay, we get that massive jump, comes on back down. Meta has their interviews. We're going to start going towards this week. And then in this week, you're going to see it just get zone bounds. So we come down towards this week. And then where's Monday? I don't even know I can't see where Monday is on the thing. So this is Thursday. So we'll start Thursday. Thursday, we hit 300. We go up to 306. We come down. Choppy at the end of the day. Jump above it. Come back down to 306. We go all the way back down to 300. And it starts doing it again and again and again. I don't care if it's just a wick. The wick comes down here to 300. It goes all the way back up to 306. Breaks through. Comes back down and gets choppy. Goes all the way up. Now we get all the way up here in the night. We're like, oh, it's going to explode. It's going. No, it's coming right back down to 306, shooting all the way back down to 300. Choppy. And it's doing this every single day for this entire week. So your week, all you have to worry about is the current week that you're in. We start at 300. We fire off 300. We get all the way up to 306, and you now know there is going to be a reversal at 306. We hit it, we go through a little bit, we reverse, we come back down. And like I said, for 1 hour to 2 hours every single day, you have these massive plays. Starting up here, goes all the way up because it started here, whatever, went all the way up, hit that 306. Ginormous reversal at 10 o'clock. Start again the next day. You're down here at the bottom. It goes up. So you now know it's going to shoot up. Shoots all the way up here. And that's plenty of cash. That's an insane amount of money that you're making. If you want to ride it into the 11 o'clock hour because it's still going up, it is what it is. I mean, it came all the way down here to the 9 EMA, which is a good confidence inspiring move that is going to explode off of the 9 EMA again. It does just that, goes up to the 306, comes all the way back down. And this is that same order block that you see for Apple, for Meta. Let's go over to Amazon because this happens on every single stock. You know, it happens on every single stock, guys. And I wanted to show you it's about recognizing a pattern. Those exact same patterns are happening over here to a lesser degree. So we go back. Boom. There we go. Goes down. Meets right here. Shoots all the way up. Market changes. Doing a little higher. Goes up. Shoots all the way down. Market changes. Uh-oh. Went too far. I lost my spot. Anyway. All the way up. Goes up here. All the way down. Goes over here. Starts at the previous day's low area. Shoots all the way up. And then the break at 11 o'clock, I would have got out of the trade. Then you go over here to this day. Amazon, 9 EMA, shoots all the way down. 10 o'clock especially has a continuation. 11 o'clock, slows down. That's why I don't trade past 11 o'clock most of the time. Okay, here, just a choppy day. Ignore that day completely. This is just a really bad day for Amazon. You know, go over to Apple. Let's see what Apple's doing. Apple's range bound as well. AAPL. You know, I'm trying to go through these fairly quickly, but, you know, keeping it that same simple thing. Okay, so Apple, 9 o'clock, all the way up, comes up to this range, hits the range, which is why I set my ranges, fires all the way down, $3, choppy, 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 starts here, shoots all the way up. This comes all the way up here, comes all the way back down because it did the same thing, hit this range here, pushed all the way back down. Then you hit the 11 o'clock, it actually fired up from this point right here. Hit to the range again, all the way down, and this is just directly affecting. Normally, it will be directly affecting QQQ and SPY. However, there were some other moves that were much larger than this that kept SPY from moving up, because SPY would have ran up with this, and that's with QQQ, and instead they were range bound to what was going on with Meta. We'll go to Google. I just want to show you guys, just really driving home. This is happening every day. This is happening every day. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, continues on. 11 o'clock, shoots all the way up. Choppy, choppy, choppy. You know, what is this? 9 o'clock, all the way up. 10 o'clock, reversal, all the way down. I haven't even charted these, but massive reversal for 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 1 o'clock. This is one of those days where you can just ride it out. 9 o'clock, massive shot up. 10 o'clock continues that. 11 o'clock reverses, but it gets choppy, and then it goes up, so showing you that the market is continuing to go up, and you're meeting this previous day's highs. You know, as you go up, and you get the highs again, you hit a zone, and it goes all the way back down to 9 o'clock. It shoots all the way up, hits that zone, comes all the way back down, and as you can see, the zone is in line with this and this. So pushes all the way down, choppy, choppy, choppy. We don't do that anymore. Now we're going up again. So now the market is moving up, but it's showing you every single day that for a couple of hours, you have massive moves that you can take advantage of instead of playing the later in the afternoon trades that are kind of volatile and just up and down, up and down, up and down. What other ones here do I need to look at? Do we do Microsoft's? MSFT? MSFT? All right, Microsoft, same deal. Same deal this week in particular. So Thursday, we'll start Thursday. Starts here, all the way down for an hour. Choppy, 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 all the way up at the end of the day. And honestly, the big moves at the end of the day are like whatever, because they don't pay as much normally. So master 10, you kind of hold there at 10. Starts going all the way down. 11 o'clock, all the way up. Choppy, choppy, choppy. Smaller moves on this particular day here, but you still get the big up and big down, and then it continues to down. You know, and the market's continuing to push up. So you get the big up, the massive up, but then comes back down to the range where it's in line with these here. And then at the end of the day, you go ahead and finish that push. Now we get all the way to the top of this zone, which is the top of where it's been at multiple times. It starts to push down here, and then you get skadoosh. 10 o'clock, what is it, 10 o'clock? Goes all the way up here, 9, 10 o'clock, massive, massive, massive. You can ride that whole hour all the way down. You know, the $5, the $6, yeah, $6 or whatever. Choppy, choppy, choppy in the afternoon. Like, I wouldn't trade the choppy, choppy, choppy in the afternoon. It doesn't make any sense to me. 9 o'clock in the morning, goes up, 10 o'clock, it actually goes up and down here, but then it shows you that it's still going to continue to go up in the 11 o'clock. So you can just kind of ride this the entire morning. You know, this one's going to be more stressful if you're looking at the smaller time frames. But it continues up through 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, starts the downtrend. And then coming back to like right around here where we've been at the whole time. If you line it up with that, it's right around there. This is the high of it. You know, and we'll see what tomorrow brings. Does tomorrow push down again? We'll see. But it's been up, then it's been down, then it's been up, then it's been down, then it's been up. You know, and it happens so often. But that first couple of hours kind of simplifies things. And if you were to go to it on the 15-minute one day, you'll see the real story of what's happening. 15 minutes straight, 9:30 all the way up, 9:45 comes on down, bounces up a little bit, 10 o'clock, comes all the way down here, bounces a little bit, 10 o'clock, comes all the way down. So you can get it all the way down here and just get out, you know, as you start to see it reverse or whatever. Then 10:30, you get this massive shot up. You can take that. 10:45, massive shot down. You can take that. 10:40, 11 o'clock, massive shot up. Choppy, choppy, choppy. And after 11 o'clock, I'm out of there. Let's go to the previous day. Let's go to the 1 day, 15 minutes. So I can see 2 days. Okay, so previous day. You get this nice little 9:15, 9:30. It jumps up, it kind of shoots down. And then 10 o'clock, it jumps all the way up. I mean, what is that, 9:45? 9:45 jumps all the way up, 10 o'clock. Every day. Nice change, 10 o'clock, skadoosh. Okay, massive drop. Continue that drop for 10:15. Goes up a little bit, like, oh, I'm going to trick you out of there. But if you're on the hour time frame, once you're in the trade, you can get into like the hour time frame and see what you're doing. And then you go all the way down, and then it gets choppy, 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 and you don't trade anymore after that. You know that you've made plenty of money. You've had plenty of chances to get in here from 9:30, 9:45 to 10 o'clock, 10:30, 10:15, 10:45. You have all these chances to enter these trades and be done for the day. Even if you don't get it all, this massive one right here at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock is my favorite trade of the day. 10 o'clock is always a banger every single day. 10 o'clock is a banger for me. 10:15, I usually, if I'm like, okay, it's a continuation, then I'll hop into 10:15 too, write it down for the shorter distance, and when I see this little reversal here, I usually hop out. So then you go over to like QQQ, and you're looking at the same thing. I mean, QQQ has that massive order block in it too. So you go over there, you have this little rise from 9:30, 9:45, reversal at 10 o'clock that shoots all the way down, chops in half. The same thing is happening for Microsoft. The same thing is happening for Meta. The same thing is happening for Apple. The same thing is happening for so many massive stocks that they just dance together. It's like a waltz. They're dancing together every morning from 9:30 to 11:30. They're dancing together. And that 2 hours has changed my trading for probably life. You know, I don't have to be here for the afternoon chop. And it's choppy every single afternoon. Every single afternoon it's choppy. I don't have to guess any of these times. I can ride the first 2 hours. Or I can ride from 10 to noon, I should say. Depending on the trading day. But it happens every single day, man. You go over to the next day and you see it again. What is that? 9:30, it goes up. 9:45, it starts to go down. 10 o'clock, it continues the fall. This is an iffy 10 o'clock. But what we're doing is we're reclaiming that order block. So you know that the day is going to be positive. You know, but for 45 minutes of that day to an hour, it's a fall. Boom. 10:30 starts to go up. And that shows you that the market's going up. You do get this pullback here. But if you're on the 1 hour time frame, you're going to look at that pullback. It's going to pull for a while, hit that 9 EMA and bounce off. And then it's the rest of the day just reclaiming that territory from that order block. But 10 o'clock is a great time to get into that trade, write it down. And then when it changes right here, you hop out, ride it all the way up. You can hop out there, you can ride that down. And for QQQ versus like some of these other stocks like Microsoft, these small moves actually pay more than some of the bigger moves here because of the price action inside of the actual stock. Now, if you get these massive moves from Microsoft, you're going to be good. But like these $3 moves are paying me just as much as these $5 moves over here. You know, but like I said, it happens every single day. I wanted to slow it down and like show you guys this pattern. Order block all the way down, reclaim the order block. Okay, previous day, started up here in this range, all the way up, previous day, all the way down. But we get those 2 hours. Another previous day, breakthrough day, breakdown day. So broke down, choppy, 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 broke up. We're still in that same range of trading. Choppy, 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 broke up some more, came all the way down in the current day. Choppy, 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 gapped up, choppy, choppy, choppy down, then goes back up. And this pattern occurs every single day, but for 2 hours of the day, it's just simple. Monday, down, Tuesday, up, Wednesday, down, Thursday, up, and then Friday. Who's to say if Friday's going to be down or it's going to be up? But it doesn't matter because that same pattern is going to occur where you get a 2 hour window where you get the trade. Reality would say we're heading towards the top of this zone again, so we should push down. And what happens is in the morning, like the opening candle, right? And why the opening candle seems weird every day is the opening candle usually pushes towards a zone before the reversal candle at 10 o'clock. So the opening candle pushes up into the zone, touches, starts coming back down. The 10 o'clock candle does the reversal, chops into whatever, finishes going down. Opening candle pushes up into the zone, 10 o'clock candle, does the reversal, hits the 90 EMA here, and then starts the market going back up at the 11 o'clock candle. So it's usually the opening candle goes to the zone, the 10 o'clock candle rejects the zone, and then it does whatever else after that. So that's what's happening on a daily basis. Opening candle goes up to the zone, 10 o'clock candle hits in the zone, goes down, stays green because it stays above where this candle body closed, but the reality is that it rejected off the zone. Then this one here starts to go up, wicks all the way up, rejects off the zone completely and pushes on down. You go to another previous day, opening candle into the zone or top of the zone, rejects off the top of the zone, rejects for the rest of the day. You come here, opening candle, down to the zone, 10 o'clock candle, finishes as a rejection off of the zone, breaks through, choppy the rest of the day. Opening candle, returns to the zone, rejects off the zone. 10 o'clock candle, finishes the rejection, pushes down. You go here, opening candle, goes up to the zone, 10 o'clock candle, finishes the rejection, choppy the rest of the day. Go back again, opening candle, breaks down into the zone, or top of the zone, 10 o'clock, rejects it, comes back down, 11 o'clock, breaks out, takes it up the rest of the day. Another one, opening candle, down to the zone, starts going back up. So this started down actually, then it starts going back up. And then here is I said open here, went down, started going back up or whatever. Whatever, you get the point. Comes down here, continuation, up to the zone, choppy, 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 pushes down off the zone. Another prior day, goes all the way up, rejects off of that, comes down here and meets. And then this turns green, rejects off of it again, choppy, choppy, choppy. But like I said, every day isn't massive moves. Some days are small moves, but every day 9 and 10 o'clock, you'll have a couple chances to turn. Like this was a day where you would trade actually better in the afternoon. And sometimes you do get those reverse markets. Down here, comes down, hits that zone, bounces off the zone. And actually this one doesn't, so the zone is down here basically. This one doesn't hit the zone yet, so it continues to push down, bounces off that zone at 11, and then pushes all the way up. Up there, you see it wicking off of the zone, and you see the zone because it's kind of lined up with all of these. So the first one shot all the way up to the zone. 10 o'clock pushes all the way down. 11 o'clock pushes all the way up and breaks through. Choppy, 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 and then pushes back down into the zone. And then here you see where we came from. We were all the way up here, and then the zone was actually down here. So we pushed all the way down. 9 o'clock didn't close the entire zone, so 10 o'clock continued the push down, and then you get choppy, and then you finish out the pushing for the day. But there's always at least two massive moves from the 9:30 candle to the 10 o'clock candle. Rather it be a full reversal or a continuation. And your zones will show you rather or not it's a continuation. But like I said, this week we've been in a pattern. You know, if we stick to just this week, it's been all the way down, all the way up. We're up here now. Let's see if we break up into this area and then push back down, or if we break through. But it's been a pattern. It's been a recurring pattern every single day this week. You know, sometimes we're higher in the pattern, but it's been a recurring pattern every single day. But where we started is at the beginning of the week, all the way up, broke up, shifted in here, shifted in here, and then, but 2 days at a time, identical patterns all the way down, da 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 da, all the way up. I mean, you see the gist of it, and that's it, man. I'm done. That's all I wanted to show everybody. Is that there are at least 2 hours a day where it's just really simple, and if you can find a way to keep this simple when you're trading, it's all the better. So I love my 9:45, but I love my 10 o'clock play especially, and I'll play 10 o'clock to like noon, and then you can actually decide at the 11 o'clock like if it's going to be a switch, because sometimes the 11 o'clock will switch and go the other direction, or if it's going to be a continuation. So sometimes you get the continuation, and then other times you get the switch, and you see them both here. So here you have a switch 10 o'clock, then it switches at 11 o'clock, you know, and you'll get that over and over and over again. But you have that opportunity between 10 o'clock and 12 o'clock to have massive trades. But the reality is it's 10 o'clock and 11 o'clock for the actual initiation of the trade. 12 o'clock is when you would get out of it. All right, man. I hope everybody's having a nice night. I hope you enjoyed that little video there. Probably done giving out some little teach tape thoughts or whatever that I got going on for the time being. I'll probably just show more of my trades and stuff like that. But this is what's getting me there, guys. This is what I see every single day. Later.